In the NFL, the rulebook is several hundred pages long, filled with technicalities about holding and pass interference. But on the frozen tundras and Sunday afternoon battlefields, there is another set of laws. It's a code of honor, survival, and mutual respect. In a sport this violent, the unwritten rules are often the only thing keeping the game from turning into a full-scale riot. Today, we're breaking down the essential unwritten rules of football. Rule number 1. Don't cheap shot the specialists. Kickers, punters, and long snappers are the most vulnerable players on the field. They aren't built like linebackers, and they aren't looking for contact. Delivering a late or unnecessarily hard hit to a specialist is considered the dirtiest move in the league. If you do it, expect 300-pound offensive linemen to be in your face before the whistle even stops blowing. Rule number 2. Don't cheap shot the QB. The quarterback is the franchise's multi-million-dollar investment, and the offensive line is his security detail. If the whistle blows or the ball is away, you keep your hands off. In the NFL, this isn't just a penalty, it's a trigger. If a defender delivers a late hit or an extra shove to a star QB, the play doesn't end. A fight begins. You can expect a 315-pound lineman to be sprinting at you full speed before you can even look at the ref. In this league, if you touch the golden boy, you better be ready to drop the gloves, because the offensive line will start a brawl to protect their leader every single time. Rule number 3. Respect the handshake line. No matter how much blood was spilled during the 4 quarters, you meet at midfield. Refusing to shake hands after a game is seen as a massive sign of insecurity and poor sportsmanship. Even the bitterest rivals know that the post-game handshake is the final seal of professional respect. This is why Ben Johnson and Matt LaFleur still shook hands after their recent game, despite obviously not wanting to. Rule number 4. The gator roll is taboo. When tackling someone low, you don't twist or roll their leg. In the pile, players' livelihoods are at stake. A gator roll is seen as a deliberate attempt to end a career via a torn ACL. It's the fastest way to get labeled a dirty player across the entire league. Rule number 5. Never spit on an opponent. This is the ultimate line in the sand. You can hit a man as hard as you want within the whistles, but spitting is seen as a subhuman act of disrespect. While a late hit might get you a 15-yard penalty, spitting on someone will get you an immediate ejection. An example of this can be seen on the very first play of the 2025 season when Jalen Carter was ejected for spitting on Dak Prescott. Rule number 6. No stealing mementos. If a rookie catches his first career touchdown or a vet breaks a record, that ball is sacred. If an opponent gets the ball and tries to keep it or throw it away, it's an extreme lack of respect that usually ends in a massive shoving match. Rule number 7. Don't mess with the logo. The midfield logo is the soul of the stadium. Planting flags on it, damaging it, standing on it, or dancing on it is a declaration of war. An example of this could be seen in 2000 with Terrell Owens. The 49 Ers star receiver celebrated on the Cowboys star. Dallas safety George Teague didn't wait for a penalty. He sprinted full speed and flattened Owens. Rule number 8. Don't fake injuries to stop the clock. Technically legal, but widely hated. Defensive players sometimes go down to slow down high-tempo, no-huddle offenses. It's viewed as cheating the spirit of the game and draws boos from the sideline and the press box. Rule number 9. Don't steal signals. There's an unspoken line between gamesmanship and cheating. Teams accept smart tactics like hard counts or misdirection, but they draw the line at spying. An example of this can be seen with Spygate in 2007. Bill Belichick and the Patriots violated this moral boundary by spying on multiple teams and stealing their signs on the way to winning 3 Super Bowls. Rule number 10. Take a knee. If the game is won and the clock is winding down, you take the knee. Trying to score an extra touchdown when the game is over is seen as showing up the opponent. You also don't try to rush the offensive line when their QB is about to take a knee. An example of this occurred in 2012. Greg Schiano's Buccaneers were crushed by the media when they dove at the Giants' line during a kneel down. Tom Coughlin famously chewed Schiano out on the field for it. Rule number 11. Don't showboat in garbage time. If your team is down by 30 points and your team finally scores, do not do a choreographed dance. You look like you care more about your personal brand than the scoreboard. Rule number 12. Finish the play before you celebrate. Showboating early is one of the most humiliating mistakes you can make. The code says, finish first, then celebrate. The most famous example of this happened in 2011, when Eagles wide receiver Deshaun Jackson famously dropped the ball before crossing the goal line against the Cowboys. It was ruled a fumble, and he became a cautionary tale for every rookie since. Rule number 13. Take a knee when someone is injured. The NFL is a brotherhood because every player knows they are one snap away from a career-ending injury. When a player goes down, friend or foe, you don't huddle or joke around. You go silent, and many take a knee out of respect until the player is carted off. Rule number 14. No recording in the locker room. The locker room is a sanctuary. It's where players are at their most vulnerable physically and emotionally. Recording private conversations or celebrations for social media without consent is a massive betrayal of the team's trust. And of course, the one and only Antonio Brown was the one to break this rule. Rule number 15. The rookie debt. Rookies are expected to earn their stripes. This includes carrying pads, singing at team dinners, and the infamous rookie dinner, where the newcomers might be stuck with a $30,000 steakhouse bill. And lastly, rule number 16. Keep your team's plays and injury news a secret. What happens in the meeting room stays there. Sharing internal strategy or defensive audibles with friends, the media, or former teammates is a betrayal of the highest order. If you leak info, you're an outcast for life. The code keeps a game of controlled chaos from becoming just plain chaos. From the handshake line to the respect for veterans, these 16 rules protect the player's health and the game's integrity. Which of these NFL unwritten rules do you think is the most important? And did I miss any others? Let me know in the comments below. This is ASED. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.